See how the same rain falls from the sky on the same ground, but some things come up cheap and worthless, while others come up beautiful and lustrous with great value. Yes. But we don't need all of you. Oh, yeah, they need us. They need us. No, we don't need you all. We need you one or two. And one or two of you from this gathering here today can join the one or two from other gatherings in different places, and we will have a good number, a sufficient number, to do what the model leaders of Mohammed the Prophet did with him. Change the whole world. You don't need a lot of people. You only need a few determined people. And they can change the whole world for the multitudes. So let's get out of this idea that we got to convert everybody. What must be done to remove the rusty locks, to remove the rust from the rusty locks? We intend to save every one of the 17 million. Impossible. And you should know it by now. After 60 years of that. You should know it by now that it can't be done. So you let the water fall on everybody. The rain from the heavens is for everybody. So let it fall down on everybody. But don't worry if a damn sun come up over there. Crabgrass came up over there. Do you see anything that you wanted, that you were hoping for? Harvest it. And go on to make progress. Go on after progress. Yes, because there's always going to be crabgrass coming up. And thorn bushes, etc. Always going to be those things. They ain't going to stop it. But hell, let them have a little rain though every now and then, brother. Because God made the rain for all the living things. Community pride, a sense of community. We can't get anywhere if we want to be Shiite. More than we want to follow God. More than we want to follow the example of Muhammad the Prophet. If we want to be Sunni, more than we want to follow the word of God in Quran. More than we want to follow the example of Muhammad. We ain't going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. We won't be successful. If we want to be members of the Nation of Islam, more than we want to follow the Quran, more than we want to be like Muhammad in human excellence, then we're not going anywhere. We're not going to be successful. If we want to be the friend of the establishment, more than we want to be followers of the Word of God and the leadership of Muhammad, we're not going to be successful. You want friendship with the Christians, with the church leaders, more than you want to see the proper dawah for the masjid. You're not going to be successful. Community pride. That's what we want. We want to fulfill the natural need in us for community pride. Bill Cosby, he's gotten more wealth than maybe 90% of the whites could ever get in their lifetime. Not many whites can get the wealth that he's been able to get. Very few. But is he really satisfied with his life in America? No, he's not. You go to him and ask him, he said no. Why? Because when he looks at himself as an individual, he's very successful. But when he looks at himself as a member of a community, he's terribly deficient. Terribly deficient. Way behind. Not advanced. And you know what makes us feel that way more than anything else? The knowledge that we have not been singled out for abuses, for denials. We have been all lumped together. for abuses and for denials. So it has gone into our souls. Since we all were denied together, we all were abused together, it has gone into our souls by the will of God to make none of us be satisfied until the whole of the people is in a better state of condition. That's God's way of helping all the people by causing them all to carry the burden of what affected them all and what was planned for them all and what was executed upon them all or against them all. Now, you know, some of us, we enjoy our little freedom and our little achievements in life, like the cocaine sniffer. And we're not even aware that we belong to the African American people. So I'm not saying there's an exception. Everybody's not feeling like Bill Cosby. There is the exception. As far as I'm concerned, those poor niggas don't exist. My buddies are rich. And that's the only world that I'm concerned about. You know, there's some of us like that. But they're on drugs, heavy drugs. None of the normal-minded people or natural-minded people would be thinking that way. Life in America. Life in America is a very special life. I want you to understand that. If it wasn't a very special life, I wouldn't be your leader. God knows I wouldn't be your leader. I'd be living somewhere else. I would. It's a very special life here. America, in its concept, political ideology, governmental concept, societal concept, whatever you want to call it, in its design, in its construction, in its plan, America is an experimental model. I'm not saying this. This is what the wisest of the American builders of this American society say. It is an experimental model. They call it a living constitution. Means that it's subject to mature more, it's subject to develop more, it's subject to even change itself, get rid of something that's there to improve its form. This is the nature of American ideology, American political ideology, American governmental concept. This is the nature of it. It's experimental. What does that mean for us as citizens of this country? Any citizen of this country can dream of a better America. And you can share with the American public your dream. And you can compete with those who are in power. And if you get more of the good people on your side, you can change America and make America the America you're dreaming of. This is America. This is what makes it so special. Make this place so special. So I'm not a naive person who's got a lot of ideas that can't be realized. No, I'm not. I'm looking at facts and reality, and I'm responding to facts and reality. And I'm saying to you that we have as much rights as any American to plan our Islamic future. And our Islamic future is not just planning to have a place to make sajda. Our Islamic future is not just planning an elementary school, a high school, or even a college, or even a university. That's not the whole life. That's just an aspect. That's a little facet. That's an aspect of our life. We will never have the life that satisfies our souls until we concentrate on having community life. And then see these other things as steps toward the completion of community life.